Good morning, good morning. This is Musa at Meacham Jr. broadcasting from South Station. It's about 6:20. My train leaves a little later, but I always come here and coffee and have my coffee at South Station. I don't see the crazy woman here, and I'm sitting in suspense. There's a guy who down from here. He looks like he has a bunch of bags, and I know when I walked in here, he smiled at me. So I think I'm sure that the opposition is planning something. And I noticed that there's a camera in South Station. So people in South Station, they know they can actually see the things that are going on. And so you probably have part of the opposition probably got someone up there watching me or watching. So in other words, they have a camera, but instead of just checking out the situation, I guess they use it to manipulate situations. Because it seemed when the crazy woman would be running around, it seemed like someone up there, whoever's in charge of South Station, it seems to me that someone would say, hey, there's a crazy lady walking around and she's harassing passengers. So I would think that probably some of the officials in South Stations are part of the opposition. And it makes the opposition looks pretty bad because it's almost like a racial thing now. I'm here trying to enjoy my coffee, waiting on the opposition's next move. I guess there must be probably about, maybe about 50 people in South Station. So it looks like it's getting ready to get busy. This is a Sunday morning, and people are still coming in. So it looks like it's getting ready to get busy. Oh, I'm getting ready to redirect my focus on what I would do, I guess, within the next 6 weeks. As far as my YouTube station is concerned, I'm gonna focus on my conceptual idea. The reason why is that if you were following me yesterday, I informed my listening audience that the President of the United States is beginning to install the program which I suggested and recommended to the American government. Now, considering that they are doing what I recommended, it would seem that I should get compensations. The racism is so great in America.
Attention, please. This is a warning call for Amtrak Northeast Regional Train number 195 with a 6:35 a.m. scheduled departure en route to Richmond Main Street, stopping at Back Bay, Route 128, Providence, Kingston, Rhode Island, Westerly, New London, Old Saybrook, New Haven, Bridgeport, Stamford, New Rochelle, New York Penn Station, Newark, Metro Park, Trenton, Philadelphia 30th Street Station, Wilmington, Baltimore, BWI Airport, New Carrollton, Washington Union Station, Alexandria, Woodbridge, Quantico, Fredericksburg, Ashland, Richmond, and Richmond Main Street. Business class is located at the rear of the train. The quiet car is the second car from the rear of the train. Customers should proceed to track 8. Thank you for choosing Amtrak.
Well, I'll be spending the next few weeks, I would say, monitoring the news stations on here in the U.S. because I want to see just how much and how far will the American government use my plan, use my concept, and when will I be compensated for the ideas which I contributed.
We ask that all customers remain vigilant at all times within or around the station. Please report anything suspicious to the MBTA Transit Police at 617-222-1212. Remember, if you see something, say something. Thank you and have a great day.
Well, it's now South Station's almost empty. I mean, that wherever that train was going, all those people who were sitting here, they're gone. So I guess they're catching that train. But I'm looking to my left. There was a guy sitting here. He left sitting there, and he left his 2 bags there. So I think the opposition got something planned. I'm not sure what it is, but that's a step I have to see. I have to just observe daily. But now my concern returns to my concept of the corporation Musal Corner Consulting USA, which I have changed the name of that concept to Musal Corner Consulting International. But I was sitting in Providence trying to figure out how I deal with my broadcast, and I ended up tuning in on World News, and it seems like everything.
Check your travel documents for your reserved car and seat number prior to boarding at your car location as displayed on the platform. Thank you for choosing Amtrak.
It seems like everything which I mentioned in my proposal, in my consultation, and it's if you check out my videos, you'll see that I have already talked about what the American government should do. And look what they are doing. It seems like they're following my concept step by step. I mean, actually duplicating the concept which I presented, Musal, Matt Beecham Jr. So I'll spend probably the next, in fact, I will spend probably the next month or so, all the way up until next year, dealing with the issue of Musal Corner Consulting International. And we will observe the American government. We will observe what happens, what type of things, what are the discussions, what type of deals are they making with the Africans, the African nations, and how would the African nations and the American government interact? But I hope they don't make the foolish mistake. I hope they don't make the foolish mistake that happens constantly in our culture, in our society. I brought the message. So what do they do? I brought the message. They take the message, but you should see, my friends in the American government.
Train to Middlebrook Lakeville is now moving on track 12, making the following station stops: JFK Mass, Quincy Center, Braintree, Holbrook Randolph, Montello, Brockton, Campbell, Bridgewater, and Middlebrook Lakeville.
My friends in the American government who have chose to use my plan, my concept, but don't make the foolish mistake that you make all the time in many cases. Before I make reference to what I want to make reference to, let me talk about this. There was a big store called Sears and Roebuck, started in America, a big multi-million-dollar enterprise. It was called Sears and Roebuck, and eventually it became Sears. Excuse me. At the end, in my lifetime, it became Sears. But let's talk about Sears and Roebuck. Roebuck was a black man. Roebuck was a black American. But in the ultimate end, it became Sears. But it started off being Sears and Roebuck. Roebuck started that store, the super chain. But see, it's different. I'm talking. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? I'm saying to you in the American government, don't make the foolish mistake. Don't make the foolish mistake. Pride is in the agenda. The plan will only work as long as I'm alive, as long as I'm in control of the situation. No. Musam Corner Consulting International. No, my American brothers, my white American brothers in the American tradition. What, you kill the messenger and keep the message? There's one thing about this message. You need the messenger. You need the messenger to succeed. So my American brothers, so the American government who chose to take the plan and run with it, it's not like it used to be. You kill the messenger, yet you take the message. But one thing about this plan, without the message, without the messenger, without the messenger, the message means nothing. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear from the American government. I came with the plan. I still need $1 million American dollars. I would suggest to those who are beginning to follow through on the concept which I offered. Remember this, and I'm going to discuss more about it day by day. And I'll say it over and over and over and over again, and you know what I mean. You can't kill the messenger because the messenger is in the plan. Without the messenger, the plan is void. So I'm looking for $1 million American dollars. And we can fulfill the plan. I would discuss this more. I would discuss this particular issue until I'm exhausted. So at this point in time, I'm signing off in Austin, Massachusetts, South Station, USA. Matt Musa, Matt Meacham Jr., signing out in Austin, Massachusetts.